Welcome, everyone. In this session, we will focus on Chapter 6, Monitoring Lab Dip Matching and Shade Control. This chapter provides a guide for evaluating lab dips, controlling shade variations, and maintaining consistency between lab and bulk dyeing. Shade control is critical. Continuous monitoring ensures consistency from lab to bulk, reduces redyeing and variation, and builds buyer confidence. Without it, you risk bulk rejections and financial losses. Visual assessment is the first step in shade evaluation. Key techniques involve checking lighting, viewing angle, shade arrangement, and conducting metamerism checks. For visual assessment, use D65 daylight for most buyers. View the sample at a 45-degree angle under standard lightbox conditions, and always avoid natural sunlight or inconsistent lighting. For shade arrangement, place the standard in the center and samples on both sides. Compare 2 to 3 dips side by side. Perform a metamerism check under 2 different light sources, like D65 and TL84, to ensure no shade shift occurs. Instrumental assessment with a spectrophotometer ensures accuracy and consistency. Remember daily calibration, taking at least 2 readings, setting appropriate delta E tolerances, and saving the values for traceability. This example report shows how instrumental readings help. Lab Dip 1 passes with a delta E of 0.92, while Lab Dip 2 fails at 1.35 and requires a recipe adjustment. Shade bands are physical color references that minimize disputes. The process involves preparing 3 to 4 approved lab dips, getting buyer approval for the acceptable range, and ensuring production matches within this band. Troubleshooting common issues means addressing the root cause. For light shades, increase dye. For dark shades, reduce dye. Poor metamerism requires replacing dyes with compatible ones. For bulk production, send the approved shade card and recipe to the floor. Conduct a first lot review using the spectrophotometer, record delta E values, and only adjust the bulk recipe if necessary, documenting all changes. Best practices for lab managers include maintaining a master shade library, training staff, cross-checking metamerism for export buyers, using a daily shade control log, and weekly auditing spectrophotometer logs. Here is a quick shade control checklist to confirm all steps are complete. Daily calibration, visual and instrumental matching, metamerism check, shade band prep, bulk verification, and data recording. This image shows a close-up of the spectrophotometer taking a reading, confirming the importance of instrumental assessment for accurate color matching. Key takeaways from Chapter 6 are: use both visual and instrumental assessment, maintain delta E tolerances and shade bands, monitor bulk production, and ensure proper documentation for audits and consistent results. Thank you for watching this video on monitoring lab dip matching and shade control. Master these practices to build buyer confidence, reduce rework, and deliver consistent quality from lab to bulk. Let's now move on to the next chapter.